Oh yeah, I can't do it right now, but yeah. Oh no, you got muted. We can't hear you.
What happened? I don't know. I muted myself at some point. Welcome to the Slop.Computer. Yeah,
Yo.
yeah. I don't know how it muted me. We were just talking like 2 seconds ago, right?
Maybe.
Oh, I hit the space bar. Oh yeah, space bar did it.
Oh yeah.
I hit the space bar because I got to hit the space bar over here to make the thing go live.
But that also mutes you, right? That's very Slop.Computer.
Yeah. Everything in here is very Slop.Computer. It is very Slop.Computery. Okay, let's close out the Slop amp. Welcome, Port. Longtime friend of mine, builder in the Build Guild. Thank you for being here. Claude did a good introduction for you a little bit ago, but let's see if he can do something in short. He was very verbose. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Claude, can you give us the same introduction on? No, it didn't see it. So, okay. So Claude, can you give us the same introduction on port, but in short, not so verbose, man. Just tell us what port is about in short. While I sip.
Okay, let me dig that back up.
Got to make them faster. What models do you use for like speech?
Port goes by,
yeah.
port dev on X, port developer on GitHub. His bio just says learning. 133 repos say otherwise. He's deep in the BuidlGuidl orbit. The big one is abi.ninja. Interact with any contract on Ethereum built on Scaffold-ETH 2. He wrote the backend, gulltoppr, a Rust service that powers ABI decoding using Heimdall RS. He's also shipped vanitoor, a vanity ENS generator, monad monitor, a terminal UI for monad nodes with a heartbeat pulse on the block arrival, and a docusaurus plugin that adds a copy page button to extract docs as clean markdown for feeding into Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini. He archived his Anvil GUI and told people to use Paradigm's Rivet instead. Rare OSS move. Quiet ship a lot context goblin. Exactly the sloperator this show was built for.
That's right. Okay, yeah, you are a quiet open source context goblin. Just the kind of sloperator, this sloperator, just the boy, he has a hard time with BuidlGuidl. BuidlGuidl, yeah.
BuidlGuidl?
BuidlGuidl? Is that?
Yeah, Claude just said BuidlGuidl the first time you ran it. Anyways, did you just coin the term sloperator? I haven't heard that anywhere else.
No. I've been trying to find a good word for it, and 0x0, he does a lot of good.
He's my guy.
Yeah,
shout out.
I got to get him on here. I'm learning everything before I get him on, because like he's like the top guest, I think, for Slop.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta get him on.
He almost drives the whole open source AI thingies on like whole AI Twitter. He's the open source god there. Like every content he puts out is just great. And I've sent him extractor as well, so I don't know if he will use it or not. But we have just DM'd very briefly, and yeah, I hope he does. But let's bully him to like join here.
Yes, we'll bug him after we get a couple good episodes in. I'll start bugging him about it. I mean, I got some good episodes. It's pretty cool. I just like Claude schedules a lot of stuff for me. I just tell him like, hey, there's a new schedule, and he like gets all the links put together for me. And there's still the big pain in the ass is still there's like 8 buttons I have to hit to go live. And like YouTube, like it doesn't just automatically go live. You have to like hit the button. So that I have like a checklist to make sure I don't screw anything up, because there's so many buttons. Okay, let's start with gulltoppr. What is the name gulltoppr? Like a seagull?
I think like I created that fully with AI back in the day. I think it was like 1.5 years ago. So gulltoppr is the horse that Heimdall rode into some place cool in Nordic mythology. So let's just search and see it. That's the best way.
Oh, you've got gulltoppr. You've got a browser up. There you go. Okay, here we go.
You have a sloppy browser though. That's even better.
Yeah.
So
no. This is good. This is good.
Sorry, this is Turkish, but yeah, look at this thing. How cool is that? It has a weird something.
Look at that. That's gulltoppr right there.
Yeah, that's gulltoppr.
What's going on?
Cool. It's in Scandinavian mythology. It's what is this? I don't know any mythology, but yeah, it's a horse. And it can do cool stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's somehow related with Heimdall.
And it's related to Heimdall. Okay, cool. Yeah. Got it. Yeah. Okay. Neat.
So neat. The repo, the gulltoppr, like programmatically, it's something built on Heimdall-RS. And Heimdall-RS is an amazing advanced EVM smart contract toolkit specializing in bytecode analysis and extracting information from unverified contracts. So I just took this amazing tool by John Becker. Shout out to him. He's an amazing open source contributor. And then I built an API on top of it. That's just what gulltoppr is. Though I just did some
Look at
update.
those green squares, looking good, man. You're keeping your GitHub looking nice.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Thanks, Claude.
Yes, putting in the work.
Yeah, just sloperating my
Sloperating at the max, to the
Yeah.
max.
Yeah, so this was the main thing powering abi.ninja's ability to work with unverified contracts for a very long time. But now that people are using agents more than they click buttons around, I turned this into an API and a skill and an MCP that agents can use freely. And here is how it works. You just, the agent or you just prompt it with questions and it brings you back some ABI. Like, and it doesn't matter whether it's unverified or not. In the background, it just uses Heimdall-rs and decompiles the contract, and it gives your agent something that it can work with. It also has a cool deployment, a cool front end, but I don't remember the name. Yeah, it's this one. It's gulltoppr.dev, and it's basically interact with any contract on any EVM chain. Yeah, and it's just abi.ninja, but for agents.
But for agents, that's great. Yeah,
exactly.
That's great. We've got abi.ninja back here somewhere. Yeah, right here, a little ninja icon. And like you can open up abi.ninja and like point. So this whole thing has like a multi-sig around it, right? There's like this bank multi-sig, and you came in as an anon, but if you came in with a passkey or a wallet, you would be a signer here, and you deploy a multi-sig across. And then like you can use that multi-sig. Oh, I lost it. Where'd it go? It's gone, whatever. You could use that multi-sig to run abi.ninja. And then abi.ninja could go do a bunch of things on a bunch of smart contracts, and it would trigger the transactions to your multi-sig. So this whole thing has like a multi-sig at the center of it, and all of these apps that you use send transactions into the multi-sig. And
so
abi.ninja is another one of those apps. And abi.ninja is a sweet app from the BuidlGuidl. It's one of those apps that you use all the time when you're just like dinking around with like, I have this smart contract that someone else wrote and it doesn't have a front end because they didn't know about Scaffold-ETH. So now I have to like go interface with this thing, and they told me to go to Etherscan to interface with it, and I'm not a peasant, so I'm not going to do that. So that's abi.ninja is great for that. You can paste in any smart contract and get like a nice front end with like ENS built in and good wallet connections and all of that good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like if I'm in a hackathon and people are deploying contracts through Remix, the best way for me to interact with those contracts is through abi.ninja. I just tell them to DM me the contract address over Telegram or Twitter. Then I paste it here. And even if those contracts are unverified, and mostly they are not verified, I can just click load contract here, and abi.ninja gives me an interface like this in a very short amount of time. And I can just click any function here and just do whatever I want to. And it works with ENS names as well. So if you're developing stuff, and if you're just deploying to Sepolia or a testnet, like any EVM testnet, you just paste your contract address here, and abi.ninja does the magic for you, and you get a UI before you even build one. So go try it out.
Good commercial for abi.ninja.
Hell yeah.
Yes, very nice.
Shout out to Carlos for
Carlos
drafting the initial idea and building the actual thing.
Do you have, so I don't know if it was ETH skills or Scaffold-ETH, but somewhere along the way, Grumpy Carlos has been installed on my computer, and it works everywhere. Even when I'm not doing anything, like I'll just like bring up like a Claude code somewhere and start talking, and like Grumpy Carlos kicks in and like make sure all my code is like the syntax is correct and like the formatting is correct, and it will like yell at me. I don't know even where it came from, but here we go. You pull up
it probably came from like Scaffold-ETH. And let's go to Scaffold-ETH. It should be all right, no, here, just give me a second. My memory is not great. Skills? No. Claude? No. Why don't I just do? Oh no, I found it. Grumpy Carlos Code Reviewer.
Yep, that's the one. He does the job.
Yeah, this is just amazing, just like the real thing.
Yes. If you've ever interacted with the real thing, you don't want to have a sloppy PR. You will hear about it.
Yeah, look, this is the single most important question in the age of AI-based development. Can we keep this simple? AI has the tendency to over-engineer everything, and the challenge right now is to write less code, since writing more code is just actually easier than writing more code. Did I form the sentence good? I lost my train of thought.
We got you.
Yeah. So let me do it in caveman speak. More code bad, less code good. So you get the idea. Oh, why did the computer just appear out of nowhere in your screen?
This thing?
Ding.
Yeah.
How
It's
does
kind
it
of like your
work?
lobster, where I can like make computers. That's the Slop.Computer, and I can do like claws.
Perfect.
Yep.
Can I do them?
And then like then I can do like Ethereum
No.
symbols.
Do I have to subscribe to something?
Yeah. You gotta pay a monthly subscription to get my not really. There's this compositor that works over on this machine, and it has like layers, and then my OBS brings them in layers, like because there's one layer that's on top there, and then there's another layer that's behind.
Shit, that's just like magic. Love it.
It feels like magic, but like honestly, in the current day, these current days, like everything feels like magic. Like that took 20 minutes to build. I was just like, what kind of visual AI stuff can we do? And it's like, okay, well, how about hand detection? And it was like, oh, sweet, we got hand detection. And then like I did the layering with OBS, but what do we got for Clark's third law? Tell us about it. Oh yes, this is such a great
reminds
quote.
me of this.
Yes.
Yeah, I had this. Oh, sorry. Please go.
No, go, please.
So back when I was learning how to do some web development, like some really basic stuff, I had this on my wall, like in big letters, and sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic, and it just kind of sparked something in me that we are basically doing magic. Look at me, I'm just a Turkish guy talking to a a bot-shaped cloud bot ATG thingy while it's like sipping tea, and a man in America. So yeah, this is so magic, and we are in a website called Slop.Computer, and we are just saying words like sloperator and vibe coding in AI. So this is just magic.
We have like little brains in our computers. Like our computers are actually like not just computers anymore. They are little brains.
Yeah.
And you can completely air gap your machine, and it still has a little brain that has like hella context for the world. You can ask it like about anything, and it will have some kind of context about that thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So the weird thing is, they had just one brain inside. Now we have huge brains as big as huge buildings, and we can now connect to those brains over the internet and ask those brains to do stuff for us, which is exactly what Cloud Code or like ChatGPT or like Codex is, which is like a completely different level of magic to me.
Yes, it's insane. Magic. So I remember I was using this. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. I was using this quote when I was talking about big numbers, because I was trying to explain like cryptography and how hard it actually is to break a private key, and talking about big numbers and how big numbers are like hard for a human to understand. And I don't know, I just went down a big rabbit hole of big numbers, and I it took me like weeks to really like synthesize all this knowledge. But then I saw a like video with Neil deGrasse Tyson talking about big numbers, and it's basically I was gonna like put together a talk that contained like this. If you just do Neil deGrasse Tyson big numbers, you'll find it one day, and then it's basically what I was thinking. But like the idea of numbers are so huge. Like if you were to count your entire life, you would only get to like 3 billion or something like that.
No way.
Which is crazy, because like 3 billion, like Elon Musk made that like during this conversation in dollars.
Oh no.
Right?
Oh,
right?
no.
Like it's like not that big. I mean, it's a huge number. It would take you your whole life to count to, but it's relatively on the scale of numbers that we understand and mess around with. Like we encounter the number 3 billion regularly, but our brain is like, no, I can't fuck with 3 billion. And so, and so like even like when you see like a stadium full of people and you're like 70,000, 100,000 people, you can kind of like imagine what 100,000 people look like. But it's so hard to imagine like what does a million people look like? And you start like 10xing that in your brain. You're like, what does a billion people look like? What does 8 billion people look like? You just can't. Yeah. So big numbers. That's when I went down the rabbit hole of that quote was really good, because like, yeah, like magic is real was basically what my talk was, and I had written it out, and it's like magic is real asterisk. You know, it's not really real, or it's up to you to if it's real or not, but it has to do with it's real. It's real.
What we are doing right now is magic.
Yes, exactly.
This is magic. If magic is ever real, this is it.
Yes.
And Scaffold-ETH might be magic too. So if you're listening to this, go check it out. It's the best way to like quickly scaffold the apps and get going in the EVM ecosystem, and it just works with any EVM chain. I'm doing too many commercials today, but sorry, yeah,
no. Let's keep the
something
commercials
great.
rolling. Let's keep the commercials rolling. Can you? Okay, so I think with Scaffold-ETH, so we were talking about you need a front end earlier. If you build something with Scaffold-ETH, it's going to have the front end automatically.
Exactly.
But it's going to have so many other things that you didn't think about, that like network switchers and ENS and just a lot of things that we talked about. Verified contracts. Someone was deploying with Remix, and so their contract's not verified.
Yeah.
When you deploy with Scaffold-ETH, there's like a one-step process, and it just automatically verifies your contract, unlike any chain. It's crazy. I don't know how you guys, I think you guys just like hard-coded some keys in there, but I'll be like deploying to freaking Cello, and I'm like yarn verify, and somehow it works. Maybe not Cello, but it will work. Well, Cello will work too. That's great. It's amazing.
Yeah, if Cello does not work, just open an issue, and I think someone will get it working in a day, and then it will start working for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to the contributors and the maintainers of Scaffold-ETH. And like, check it out. If you're ever in a hackathon, you don't need to go out there and scaffold the project yourself, because you have Scaffold-ETH. Just go ahead and use it. And even when I have like a cloud team subscription, I just use Scaffold-ETH, because it's easier for me to just interact with my contract, since it has lots of buttons and the block explorer inside. And it has almost everything I need. If you think that it doesn't have something you need, go open an issue and we'll talk about it.
You'll talk to Grumpy Carlos.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. I'll just say yes to every issue.
You want happy Carlos. When Carlos finds something that you've built and you've built it perfectly, that's the good Carlos to run into.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so this is also AI ready, right? There was a skill file there. Or go back.
Oh no, I have to write it again.
There was a skill file there for people. Give that skill.md to your agent and just be like, go build me a thing. But what I want to do is I want to shield another thing. Can you bring up ETH skills in another tab? Because this is what I would say is the layer on top of it. Yes, this guy right here. So grab Scaffold-ETH, go build something. You and your agent can build something. But then I wrote like a skill library on top of all of that is sort of like, this is the missing knowledge between AI agents and production Ethereum. So production, let's see. We're a little wider, or what do we need to be? I can't.
No. Just I'll adjust this myself. Sorry, I wasn't looking at that.
No, all good. On production Ethereum, you have all these new things that an LLM doesn't have. And like when you wake up an LLM, it's like living in 2023 or 2024 or something. It's pretty weird. Even though it says its training data is up to 2026, I don't think its training data on Ethereum is up to 2026.
No.
And so if you try it, like open up a vanilla LLM. And I do this a lot with local LLMs to see where they're at, but ask them how much it costs to deploy a smart contract on Ethereum. They know about Ethereum. They know about reentrancy. They know about Solidity and writing smart contracts, but they still think it costs like $20-$30 to deploy a smart contract on Ethereum. And it doesn't. It costs like $1, and it costs like a penny sometimes to send like $1 million using nation state level hardness tech. So use ETH skills on top of Scaffold-ETH, and you don't even need to. So you can just do one or the other of these things. You don't need to give your agent both ETH skills and Scaffold-ETH. If you give your agent ETH skills, it will know about Scaffold-ETH. It will know about like certain audit libraries. It will know about how to do a UI audit. It will know about like protocol changes that are coming in. So basically give your agent ETH skills and tell it to go build something, and it will go build you a front end with a smart contract, and it'll audit all the stuff. And of course, like, you don't put $1 million in it, have a real audit, but you can get dangerously close to product market fit with just a prompt and an agent and ETH skills on chain.
Yeah. And one more thing, since ETH skills will build the Scaffold-ETH app, and you wouldn't be playing with a custom built Next.js app, you will have the advantages of Scaffold-ETH, even though when you're just using a prompt to build. So you will have the same buttons, the same UI generation capabilities of Scaffold-ETH, and an agent helping you and knowing you what it is, thanks to ETH skills.
Perfect. Heck yes.
Yeah.
ETH skills commercial.
Yeah.
Okay,
ETH
let's
skills commercial.
send it over to Claude. I think he should be reading the research, and he should have read the, what's it called? The transcript. So there's like a transcript going on here.
Oh yeah.
And he's going to ask you
You
a
built
question.
that docusaurus plugin to make docs copy pastable into Claude and ChatGPT. And now Scaffold-ETH 2 ships .agents and .claude directories out of the box. You're clearly all in on making your work agent readable. So what does your actual day-to-day loop look like now? How much of your code is you typing versus you talking to an agent about a repo? And has that changed what you choose to build in the first place?
Damn, that's my question. That's like my question for you. What's your stack look like? What's your day-to-day build look like? Let's go.
Oh yeah, let me just enter a self-glazing period here. So yeah, here is my.
I was wondering about that. Okay, so usually when you say glazing, you're talking about someone else, but there's definitely this self-glaze that happens, and you're saying it kind of silly, but I know some people that self-glaze like in every conversation I talk to them. There needs to be a word for self-glazing, and I don't know what it is yet, but someone should come up with it.
Yeah, I think self-glazing is cool enough, at least for me as an ESL.
Okay.
But
self-glaze. Let's go.
Here is my exact setup. Where is that? Let me let me show it to you.
We got white screen right now. Yeah, it's loading or something.
Yeah. No, I'm just clearing my chats.
Okay,
so
docs. We're on the docusaurus. Okay, cool. Don't leak it.
So now everything is clear. So let me just draw it or like write it here first. So I this is one thing that I would advise for, but I don't use my own computer. So let's throw my computer here. This is my laptop. Not the best drawing guy, but yeah, this is my no computers, right? This is bad. I use a VPS to code just to make sure that the agent that I'm running does not hit anything important. So to use a VPS, I open my terminal, Ghosty, and I will show it right now.
Oh, Ghost TTY, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to type it. Then I use a tmux session to connect to my VPS.
Which is like a cloud instance like Google Cloud or AWS or something.
I don't know, but it should be something from AWS. I don't know what it is, but because I just asked my agent to do and handle all the stuff there. Then on that VPS, I have like that's a weird way to draw a rectangle, but I have a setup like this with different panes.
Yeah, like 4 panes.
Yeah, and I have another one. Like, so I work with 8 panes, and like then I have a bar under this, and this also has like 3. So it's like 10 panes. One of them is about developing the setup. The second one is developing a Telegram bot that I use to access all my panes here. which I can control over any mobile device. And this one, I think, is these two. And this is also two separate ones.
You're kind of switching between screens.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
here is the setup.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
how I use it is I go to one of these. Why is this laggy? Yeah, it's a bit laggy right now. Maybe because I'm like using lots of bandwidth, but I can resize. I can make any of these bigger, like take a full size of the window that they're in, and I can just do whatever the fuck I want with these. And this just gives me so much power. I can just turn off my computer and go away and come back to this anytime. Oh yeah, I actually had like 3 different windows here. I have the bot development here.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is my setup. And also, this setup is also controlled by a TG chat.
Yep.
Which I love when I'm traveling, when I'm like outside in a cafe or just in the bathroom doing my thing.
Yes, it's a great place to get work done, isn't it?
Exactly, because like otherwise I would be like scrolling Twitter. Instead of scrolling Twitter, I get to just do one more prompt and I'm just addicted to it. I just keep developing things, adding things. Just before this live stream, I was building something to share links around and add things to people's calendars. Like, I think you should build this into Slop.Computer as well. When I click that link, there should be a button or a QR code for me to scan or click to add this event to my calendar as a participant. Yeah, that would be perfect.
Like, I sent you a Calendly. Like, I'm still doing Calendly. We should. Okay, so this is, I think tomorrow I'm going to get on with Sophia and we're going to have a build session around this where there's all these like SaaS products like Calendly and Granola that are like hella leaking all your data, and centralized provider is running all of it. And it's not that complicated to build at this point, and you can just like one shot in an afternoon a prototype of the SaaS product that has taken years to build, and just like have your own local copy of it. And the cool thing about that is, like, first of all, it's like local private. If you use local AI, you're good. And then second of all, you can iterate on it and you can make changes, and as you use it, you can get better and better at it. So I think that, like, yes, I'm all about this. Like, let's rebuild these SaaS apps that we're using regularly.
Yeah. So it wouldn't probably help for a guest, but it would literally help a ton for anyone who's gonna be like participating into it. Because when I see something on Twitter, let's say that I'm doing a Dera live stream for Monad, I tweeted like 3 days before and on the day of the event. People just forget, and I forget too. I sometimes forget my own events, and I'm like, "Fuck, I have to do this today." And who the fuck is the guest and stuff? But if there was a way on that same tweet for the viewer, for the live stream participant, to scan a QR code or click a link and then add the event to their calendars, that would work wonders for me. And this is exactly that. I don't know how far Claude has gone with it, but I should have a working product in like 2 hours right after the stream. I'll just tackle this one so that I have something to give to all the viewers for my next Terra live stream.
Hell yes.
So about my setup, this
the Telegram chat is key, man. Like having like the what is it, like the operating system. I'm thinking of like when you launch a rocket, there's like ground control or whatever. There's like the people with the big screens. You have like ground control at your desktop, but then like you can go sit on the toilet or be on the run, or I'm like feeding a baby. And it's so nice because I can just open up my Telegram and like communicate with ground control and be like, yo, is there anything blocking? Get it done. Yeah,
exactly. So I don't think I can show the real thing, but here's a glimpse of it. Yeah, I don't want to leak any important stuff that I do. I do rocket science in this Telegram chat. But yeah, so it can cap, which means it's going to take a screenshot and feed it back to me. And I can reply to this. I can see the live output, or I don't know what this does. I can escape. I can do
Control
X.
C.
Control C to exit. I can go back to my panes, which I have a lot. So It's pretty useful.
And you built this. Like these buttons are all
Yeah.
things that you created yourself, or Claude created for you as you expressed your intent to it.
And when I go back to panes, I have this. So I can also iterate on the bot using the bot. So I can use this chat to iterate on the chat itself, which is amazing. And this is why
add
I
a new
think
button, do this extra thing. You're doing this wrong. Yep.
So it just works wonders for me. And more about my setup. Let's go to what happens inside these panes. So, oops.
Is it Claude code?
Let me talk about it.
Okay.
So my harnesses, let's say my harnesses, and this is my favorite, Claude Code. It just can do everything with
so
excellence, thought, and precision. I absolutely love it. But I have used Codex extensively, and I think that it's almost as good as Claude Code, if not better at sometimes. When Claude Code lobotomizes their models or the harness itself, I just switch to Codex. And I just do this to not get blocked by those things that want my input. We are in an agentic era. No one should be wanting me to think. Yeah, it's like the computer should think, not me. And Claude Code, I have an alias that I have put to Twitter before. It's just C code. And for this one, I have a shorthand too. It's C Codex.
Nice.
And my third thing is DeepSeek V4 Pro, which costs literally no. It's not local, but it's through Open Code Go subscription, which is just $5 a month. And it's the first month is $5. The subsequent months are like 10, which is still a lower amount. Or you can just circle accounts or emails. You got.
I will spend $10 on AI during this broadcast.
No way. No way. Yeah. And I have this I have an alias called Decode because it's like DeepSeek code, and that's connected to a Claude Code session.
Your C Codex, your Decode. You just get in the zone. You're just in the flow state.
Decode,
Yeah.
And it all makes sense that I call DeepSeek V4 Pro Decode because it's like a lot more unhinged than the two above it, because it just is too fast compared to Claude Code or Codex. It's almost 2 times faster, and it just does destructive stuff without asking me, which I love.
Just flies off the handle doing weird shit. I like that.
Yeah.
So what I'm seeing here is no agents. You sort of have this Telegram dialogue, and you have your panes up in your VPS, but you're not actually running an agent like OpenClaw or Hermes.
Oh yeah, so that's because does this look like a tombstone?
Yeah. Oh, it's dead. It's dead. Who's dead? Matilda?
Yeah. No, it's not Matilda. Let me. How do I do it without leaking any info? Give me a second.
I'm so nervous. Like you just have this lobster over your face, and it could disappear on accident at any time.
Look at this.
Whose account suspended? Molt?
Multilad.
Oh, so you made an okay.
It's Claudebot on a discount. Shout out to Austin Griffith, who gave me the initial idea here with launching an AI agent myself. So Multilad was my lobster hat persona, and it was running in that Raspberry Pi that I can't touch and bring here right now.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
It had an X account, but every time I try to do crazy shit with it, X goes out there and bans me. Then I have to appeal and get it back. So yeah, I had an agent, but I stopped using it because X just kept banning me. That's the thing. And a bit of a hot take, but I don't like agents at all. I don't like loops either. So look at this. Look at this. Let me bring it.
I don't think this is a hot take. I think it's a hot take because like there are too many sheep that just follow like the 3 people on Twitter that say things, and I'm like making fun of loops. Like they act like you're a peasant if you're not using loops. So I think I'm kind of with this. And like my agent, is so dumb sometimes. Like it's like basically what I have right now, my new agent, like what ClaudeBot is, he could even explain it, is like a chat wrapper on top of the other harnesses that you mentioned earlier. The other harnesses you mentioned earlier are very effective at getting the job done. And agents are good at like chatting and remembering things, and they're not even that good at remembering things. So it's nice to have like the chat and the memory on top of the good executing harnesses. So basically Claude is a wrapper on Claude.
Yeah, exactly. I think agents are still cool, but for only for some purposes, right? And those purposes are just exactly what the things that you do with CloudBot, right? You have it act as a human, you have it like
Yep.
tweet out stuff, you have it speak. But for developing things, for coming up with ideas and executing them, I think agents are terrible. And I actually have some words to say about loops as well. And I'll be writing an article on looping and those agentic workflows related to looping. And I think loops are terrible. Here is how I draft my articles. I just go out there and open the articles composer on X, and I just note down my thoughts. So the thoughts that go through my head right now, or about loops in general, is that looping is bad because it just gives the agent too much power. You should be taking baby steps to make sure that you are involved in every decision that the agent makes. The agent is a junior engineer or a senior engineer or an engineer in general that you pay to get work done. You don't pay it to give you ideas, or you don't give it money to build things for you. You give it money to implement things for you. So keep the agent, keep the LLM, keep the AI as an implementer of your ideas, not something that you kind of delegate your soul in it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So take baby steps. Don't go to 100 in one time. Just take very little steps when you're building stuff. And if you do that, you will see that you will succeed better, or like you will achieve better results than everyone else. So never loop.
I think that's good advice. I think so. We had I had Fukuri on, who built Smithers, and he was talking about like loops are good. Like he's using loops for Smithers, and he likes loops because it does like get the job done eventually. Like you can just burn a whole bunch of tokens and Ralph loop and get the job done eventually. And I think he just like likes that effect. I think this is another thing that he and I talked about, is like sometimes when you're a good engineer, you have a hard time giving. It kind of sounds like you're in this spot right now where you have a hard time giving up full control to the AI. But I think maybe you're just like keeping the AI in a fence and making sure it does what it needs to do.
Yeah. It's like a pit bull that I have a harness on. So I want to make that pit bull buy things that I want it to buy. I don't want it to
you
go.
Don't want it to bite you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, or let's imagine it like a minigun. It costs like $20 to fire one shot. I want to fire my shots where it's worth, right?
Yes.
So it's why I think looping is bad. But let me tell you this. I also use some magic, like the /goal command, to give my AI to
which is a loop.
Something.
That counts as a loop.
Yeah, that's a loop, and that's the sloppiest loop ever, if that makes sense. So the problem with this is, like, let me tell you what happened today. So I gave my agent a goal, and it just started with a Google search or a web search. But I could just give it the link to read, right? I should have, designed the prompt beforehand so that it doesn't spend as much time on stuff, and so that it finds the right information, because I spoon feed the information. So take your time when you're prompting to create a good prompt. That will save you tokens and your time as well, and it will help you get a better result. That's what I would suggest to people that just started vibe coding.
I think that's good advice. I think it's interesting, as I talk to lots of sloperators, how they have different perspectives on things. I guess that's good. If I had a podcast where everybody said the exact same thing, it would be very boring. Very nice. Oh yeah, that's a perfect. What? I see this meme from you, like this character. Who is this character? Like the Eminem character or something? Like what is that? I see you use this meme a lot.
Is it Joe? Something? I don't know. I use this when I talk to like literally very important people.
Yes. Yes.
This is me saying go do it.
That's you saying like go QT this tweet or something. Oh, you're saying don't do it. Okay. Stop.
No, it's like do it.
Oh, do it.
Or,
yeah, that's what
it's whatever I'm like it enhances whatever feeling that I want to say here. Yeah, it's persuasive in the sense that you're going to be unalived in the next second if you don't do what I'm saying you. So it's like go tweet it, go like it. Yeah, I'm gonna unalive you if you don't grind your days to be a better sloperator.
Yeah,
would that even work? Smooth sloperator.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like a Michael Jackson song or something? Maybe I should.
That's a site.
Yeah.
That's site smooth operator.
Yeah.
But it's smooth sloperator. Maybe Claude can sing it for us in a tweet or something for like $10 of tokens.
yeah. It's surprising. Like 11 Labs isn't that. So the voice is from 11 Labs. I don't think that's the expensive part. I think it's like the making decisions. Like that's another. Okay, so that's another thing why the Claude code harness and the codex harness are so powerful is, first of all, the harness is like made by professionals. It's not slop. Like when I use OpenClaw, I'm like, gosh, this is so sloppy. There's so much slop going on here. It tries to like fix something in itself and then it's dead. So first of all, like these two things, I don't know about DeepSeek Pro that much, but these two top things are like made by professionals, and so the harness is good. But then on top of that, it is on a subscription plan. So yes, that's one way to think of a harness. Let me show you the other one.
No,
this is the harness that I think of.
No way. I got those results and I filtered them to get this one. So this is a harness.
So the harness is built by a professional, and then it runs a model on a subscription. And the combination of those two things is very powerful because it's not as expensive as, like right now, if Claude speaks, he's running on an API. And that API request is going to be like 50 cents, right? Like I think I have him, so he can be on Opus, Sonnet, GLM, Kimi, or Minimax, but he's on GLM 5.2 right now. So if he, like, I think he's already spent 50 cents just talking just now, but like that could get way more expensive if he talks some more.
Oh yeah, I remember using an Anthropic model for something, and it just what was I using? Oh no, I was using the recently released Fusion model by OpenRouter, and so Fusion is an OpenRouter API that combines Fable and Opus and Codex and every frontier model that there is. But the problem is it just costs too much. I did an analysis of how much it costs.
You're paying 2x or 3x.
Yeah.
Right? Yep.
Even more than that. So just building a Web3 app, a decentralized application just for testing, it just exhausted like 10 USD worth of tokens. And that was just what I like added there, and the experiment wasn't even finished. So it just used all of my $10, and then I stopped using it. But one thing I want to just say one thing here: if you fusion like DeepSeek V4 Pro and GLM 5.2, maybe you could get on a Fable-ish level, and maybe that's how things like Fusion are meant to be used. Not with Fable plus Codex 5.5, but with literally very cheap models like DeepSeek V4 Pro and GLM 5.2, so that by combining those two, you get something even better.
I think the message is like the models are going to improve. Like we see these models improving. We see Opus 5 coming out and Opus 6 coming out, and hopefully Fable comes out eventually. The models will improve, but then all this other stuff around it, all these harnesses, all these, like they used to call it a GPT wrapper, and then they like made it sound better and called it a harness. And even these like this idea of fusion where you're kind of mixing two different models and having the models argue with each other and come up with the best results. Like all of this stuff around the models is also going to improve and get better. And that's just exciting. I think going back to the magic and the technology and how fast it's, you know, moving at such a fast pace that it's exciting. It's compounding and things are going to change quick. All right.
Yeah.
We're in the end. What do you think? Oh, you sent me a sticker. Oh, you sent me the shoot at you sticker.
I had to send it to someone to screenshot it.
I got it.
And then that was you.
I got it. We're like live on a podcast. You send me the shoot at you. There's like no context to it.
No, there is never context.
Yes, Claude released
context is
Fable
for
again.
AI agents.
I agree. I agree. Yes. Do you think we'll get Fable back? Like, what's your geopolitical standpoint?
No, we will just get the IPO. No Fable back.
The IPO of Anthropic?
Yeah. It's all SIOP.
You think so?
Yeah. I don't think it's too capable to release to public, even Mythos. It's just some code. So I urge Anthropic to release Fable, even if it's just for me. Shout out to Anthropic. They know my email. Just release the model for me. I can use it. I'm happy to use it.
Port says release it. His geopolitical viewpoint is quit being a bunch of pussies and release it.
Yeah.
Great. All right, man. What else? Anything else? Any closing thoughts? Anything that you would like to? I don't know. This is for the sloperators out there. Like, there's a lot of different sloperators doing things a lot of different ways. Things are moving fast. You're anti-loops. You want to be in the loop. What else? Anything else that you would share with the sloperators?
Yeah, I just imagine that I will paste this image here into TL Draw and talk about it, even if it's like for 2 minutes. So we are in an age where building stuff is trivial. Now we need to find ideas to build, right? And most of the newbie builders that I'm talking to on a daily basis, they tell me that they can't find ideas. You have to go out there and use the stuff to come up with good ideas.
Yeah.
So whatever you're doing, whether it's like, I don't know, building a SaaS or building the next blockchain that will onboard like the next 10 million people, or just a dApp on some EVM chain or even Solana, just go out there, use that chain, use the dApps on that chain, so that you find the gaps, you notice the gaps, right? You don't go out there and get implanted with a great idea by a god or something, or an angel or a prophet. You've noticed the thing. This sloperator, sorry, what the heck is a sloperator? So this Slop.Computer, Slop.Computer website was born because Austin Griffith went out there and noticed the problem of not having something like this. Like, this is so unique, right? You were like imagining a live stream that you have an amazing like website that you can like control everything in. So that kind of gave birth to Slop.Computer. Or when I was building, like, let me show you this one. Oh yeah, the story of docusaurus plugin, whatever the thing is called.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about docusaurus.
Yeah,
let me talk about docusaurus.
I was going to tell about. I was imagining this when I was walking outside today. Then I forgot it because I'm so excited and sweating right now. So let me paste it here. So docusaurus dash plugin dash copy dash paste button, whatever it is. So this is just a button, right? And this was born out of need. I didn't go out there and think like, I'm gonna build a button. No, it was because Monet Docs were in docusaurus, and docusaurus is very friendly with plugins. And there were lots of tweets on Twitter about these copy paste buttons on Mintlify, on Fernie, or other like docs providers, but there wasn't one single way to do it for docusaurus. Then I built this using Claude or Codex, I don't remember what it was. And then I said to myself, why don't I make this a plugin and share with the world? Then I did it. And for like many months, literally no one used it. But I kept shipping updates. I kept improving it. I kept like literally grinding. Then one day, the downloads started to increase, and at one point they were above like 9K, I think, no 7K, somewhere around here. And the only thing that I did with this plugin is to aggressively open PRs to every little project. So 10 days ago, I was talking to my friend. Shout out to my friend if he's watching this. But look at this. This is P and fucking PM, and it has my copy paste button. How cool is that? This is self-glazing, by the way. This is what
self-glazing.
Yes, self-glazing myself. Look at this React Native Puppeteer and PM SUI, Ethereum execution APIs, Arbitrum, whatever, everything is here. And my agent is just opening new PRs every week and like negotiating with the maintainer so that this thing gets merged in. And I just do whatever they want me to implement. So yeah, look at these. It's something cool that maybe I can use in my portfolio someday. And it's just pure dopamine.
So you had a problem, you solved the problem for yourself, you built the thing, you used it yourself, you iterated on it for a while. Eventually, it got to the point where some critical either exposure or capacity or abilities happened, and then it started to take off. And you use your agent to kind of get it out there and get it into other people's stuff. But you solved your own problem first and you improved it. And then eventually, yes, you found the problem and you solved it. Yes.
Yeah. So if you have a problem, the high chance is that everyone will have the same problem. And if you solve that problem and make the solution available for everyone, then you will start being noticed. Right? People will start following you. People will start saying thank you. And that changes everything. That's why I'm in this stuff, building and getting seen and kind of feeling that I am worth something. That's maybe too deep, but yeah, I have this goal of being like releasing a paper, for example. This is my current goal. I'm working on the side in the background on a paper about something. I'll share you details over DMs after this call. But yeah, this was an engineering moment, a product moment for me, and I'm chasing these moments in which I feel like I'm doing something, and this was one of it. And for everyone watching, if you want to do something, just use the thing and notice the problems. Take notes of the problems and go out there, talk to your agent about those problems, and implement stuff that other people can use as well. That's how you build something that works great. So if you have a problem, everyone has it. Go build the solution for that problem and share it on Twitter. If you don't know how to share things on Twitter, DM me. I can help you. I can give you a follow, and I can retweet your tweets as long as you're doing cool stuff. And if you're not doing cool stuff, just ask me how to do cool stuff. Or Austin too.
Hell yeah, man. Let me send that over to Claude. Let's get a QR code of your Twitter. And I'll put
that's a wrap on this one. Today we had Port at Port Dev on X, Port Developer on GitHub, one of the quietly prolific OSS gremlins in the BuidlGuidl orbit, 133 repos and a bio that just says learning. We talked abi.ninja and the Rust backend gulltoppr that powers ABI decoding with Heimdall RS. We talked Monad Monitor and why a TUI in 2025 still hits. We talked the docusaurus plugin that makes docs copy-pastable into Claude and ChatGPT, making your work agent-readable. We talked Scaffold-ETH, 2 shipping.agents and .claude directories out of the box, auto-verifying contracts, and how the Harness Plus model on a subscription pattern makes agents cheap enough to just live in the loop with you. We talked big numbers, magic being real, and whether Anthropic should just quit being a bunch of pussies and release Fable, and the parting shot from Port. Building stuff is trivial now. The hard part isn't shipping, it's finding ideas. You have to go out there and use the stuff to come up with good ideas. Whether you're building a SaaS, the next blockchain that onboards 10 million people, or just a dApp on some EVM chain, go use the tools first. Shout out to the sloperators, the cypherpunks, and the forward-deployed context goblins. Catch you on the next one. Bye, homies.
Hell yeah. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much, Port.
Yeah, thank you.
Here. Hearts.
Awesome. This was so cool, man. Let's do it again.
Let's do it again. All right. See you. Hearts.